Mindshop is releasing a paper called Professional Service Firms 2015. It really describes where we think the accounting profession is going globally over the next few years. What we're seeing is a polarisation of the market into two distinct groups. The first one is the large compliance firms, and there's lots of mergers been occurring to combine firms to create economies of scale to be able to do that. The second group is harder to see, but it's actually the building of smaller boutique full-service firms. Now, both of these ambitions are quite challenging for people. You cannot expect to just put together what is currently out there and hope that both those models or either of those models work, because it won't. The challenge for the boutique firms is to find a way of getting at least a third of the partners and managers to be able to provide growth and profit improvement advice to clients. The reason it's not been happening is they lack confidence in the delivery of that product, but they're also not that good at selling generally, but particularly consulting services. We believe that both those barriers are quite easily fixed. For the compliance firm, their challenge is really developing a production culture, because again, the efficiencies of the current systems that accounting firms use is quite poor. We estimate the waste levels are between 30 and 50%, which sounds a lot, but that's where we think it is. And we need to have continuous improvement processes put in to reduce that down to a manageable level. The opportunity is for the first firm to find a way of reducing their fees by an average of 25% and still make a good profit, because if they can do that, they will dominate their market. Both groups are going to have some challenges, as I've said, and we think they fall into three areas. The first one is pricing, because there will be continuous pressure on pricing, and so value billing and retainers, and we're also predicting the demise of timesheets to be replaced with spot checking of actual cost of production, will enable a complete look at how we price our products and services. The second issue is basically how we're going to get growth and manage that growth, and we think most of that will come from existing clients, but we really need to look at ways to double the average fee per client per annum, and we think that's relatively easily attainable with your better clients. The third, but probably the most important issue that you need to be addressing is the attraction and retention of good staff, because that's going to become more difficult, and if you can do it, what it will lead to automatically is attraction and retention of good clients. So that will be your challenge. You'll do that through technology, career planning, and other methods that we've described in the paper. So in summary, we see the polarisation of the market, and those caught in the middle will be in no man's land and at serious risk. The two groups are the mega compliance firms and the boutique full service firms. The challenges they've got are pricing, growth, and attraction retention of the best people, both in terms of staff and clients. If those can be achieved, the opportunities in 2012 are significant. I'm predicting a really good year this year, but one where the strong will get stronger, and unfortunately for many of the weak, they'll just slowly fade away. I hope you're one of the survivors, and I wish you good fortune in 2012.